Hey guys, and welcome back. So it is March, so it is time to prune my Atemoyas. So you don't have to prune it, but you prune it to keep it in shape, to shape it how you want it to be, and then to actually get a little bit more, or maybe a lot more buds and flowers. So therefore, it increases your set rate. So typically, you can prune your trees, starting in February, March, April, or anytime before the main growth, the main season really starts, and that is summer. But typically, when I see this here, so as you can see here, so some of the branches here already sending out new shoots for the season. So I know I am behind. So right now it is a good time for me to prune these trees here. So this year I'm gonna be a little bit more careful and not mess up the tree, pruning it a second time in the season because it gets too bushy. So right around maybe August or September, the tree gets this bushy. So I tend to prune it a second time. But last season, I overdid it for this guy here. This is my African pride. So this season, I'm gonna prune it right away in a way that I wanted to to be less bushy, during the season goes on. And then so I'm thinking of letting it grow up top and keep everything up, and down here clean everything at the bottom so it doesn't get too bushy, and then other things can grow, like my lychee over there is still little, it's small. So I think it's my best interest to clean the bottom here and let the tree flourish up top. And this is what happened when I over prune my tree the second time. You get these guys here, small, is not maturing at all. So here's two more. So right now it is March, so I'm just gonna cut that really, to take that off. So typically, when you prune, you want to keep like really thick branches close to the body, because the fruit does get heavy, and this is where you want it to come out. So from the bottom here, I have two branches here. This a little bit busy, so I think I've kept these two branches for the past maybe 3 to 4 years. So I think starting this year, I'm just gonna get rid of them because the fruit can be down here, but it doesn't look that pretty. So I'm just gonna get rid of these two branches. So there it is. And then maybe I would like to have a fruit here, and then I'm just gonna sniff these little guys here off. So by doing that, it forces the tree to send out new growth, at all of these nodes here, even here or wherever really, wherever there was a branch that came out, or wherever there was a leaf that was there. If I leave it like this, a new growth is going to come out there, and with new growth that comes out, buds are going to come out with it. So this branch here, it's kind of protrude to the house a little bit, and then it gets pretty messy here as the season goes on. So I think I'm gonna bring this back a little bit, all the way back here, and another branch right there, this guy as well. You can see that the stem of the fruits that kind of over ripen, I'm sorry, ripened too early here and then just fell off for the past season. And I think I kind of want maybe a fruit here, so I'm gonna cut it right here. So maybe 3 small soft branches, maybe a fruit here, a fruit there, and a fruit there. Same thing here. I'm gonna get it all the way back here, because it does get all the way out here into the way here, and then it gets a little bit messy. This guy as well. There's another one. So maybe 2 fruits here. So 5 already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This tree can take about 20-25 fruits easily if I don't over prune it. So this guy here a little bit further out. So learn my lesson. I'm gonna bring it all the way back here. There it is. I'm just gonna sniff this off. Here's another one. Let me see. This guy here, it gets pretty busy here. So maybe this branch is a little bit thick. You know what? I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna bring it back to here. So there it is. So it's looking pretty good. But one thing that I don't like this tree so far, because as you can see here, let me zoom out a little bit. it's just one main branch over there, and the tree kind of tips on that side. So I kind of, that was the reason why I wanted this guy to kind of grow up, but it didn't do it this past season. So if this season, if there's a branch that kind of come out here somewhere, I may train it up like this, you know, to get it away from the house. So some other branches here, I'm just gonna take them off, make them look pretty. So here's another one. So these two, a little bit too, you know, it's too skinny here, too long, and it's gonna make my tree lopsided. So I'm some of the older stems for the fruit here. So I'm just gonna bring it back to here. I'm gonna try to see if I can get this tree to have a fresh start this season. So the tree looks like that right now. So let's count again. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fruit so far. So I have 10 left. So 18 total maybe. So this branch here is getting a little bit too long. You can already see that the new growth that just came out has a bud. Let me see if it's too high up. Let's see. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but there's a bud right there. So that's how it works with Atemoyas, new growth buds. So maybe I'll cut it here. So have a fruit right there on this little branch. I'm not gonna care much right there. So in here, so the idea is to get it to grow up. So I'm gonna cut this back. You know what? Let me get a ladder. I'll be back. Okay, so I have a ladder. I'm up top. So what I really want to do is get rid of all the leaves, really, because you know, I want new growth to come out all, you know, everywhere. So I'm just gonna bring it back, all back here. Try to see if I can get the tree to send out new branches and be a stronger and healthier tree this season. And I'm not gonna touch much up here. So hopefully this season is gonna be a better one for this tree. So everything is bare now. The wind is not swaying it anymore. So there it is. A little bit extensive, but that's okay. Hopefully it's gonna be a good season this year for this tree here. So maybe 10 really good fruits this season here. If I can, if you know, some of the bigger branches like this, I can probably put set two fruits. So hopefully that's gonna, you know, that's gonna work out. Maybe this big branch I can do more than just 3, maybe 4 or 5, and then maybe with the heavier fruit it can help sway the tree back this way. I don't know. If not, then I will have to tie it to the house. So here, this is my my Gaffner. You can see some of the Gaffners are still coming out strong because I pollinated this late, and the tree is able to sustain it because it has a lot of leaves. Right? So some more down here. I think I have 2 more down here looking very beautiful. So I'm gonna keep them. So this tree here, I'm gonna prune, but maybe not too much. So you know, all of these branches here I don't really need, you know, so let it go. So maybe back a little bit more. So maybe 1 or 2 fruits here. So this branch here, I'm not gonna need all of these smaller branches, so I'm gonna let it go. I don't have a lot of space here, so in my backyard, so I'm gonna, you know, prune it back as much as I can. So this here, this branch here, this is my Lisa graft. So I'm gonna keep this for a little bit because I'm gonna use this guy here to graft onto another tree. So I'm gonna let that be. But this guy back here, I don't want it to grow into the tree, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Maybe set a fruit here. This is still Gaffner. So some of the smaller branches here, I'm not gonna need. So There it is. This branch, this branch here is a little bit long, kind of too far out. So I'm gonna bring it back. But I think this is actually, this is a graft. this is this is I think maybe dream or even, I don't know. But either way, I'm gonna clean back here first and see what I want to do with that. Um, so I'm gonna cut all of this here. This is not a graft. Get rid of all of this. That was a fruit there, so cut it back. So this branch here, I can have maybe, 2 to 3 fruits there. If the buds come out and it allows me to do it, I'm gonna cut this one as well. So this here, this is the graft. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. I'm just gonna cut it back. I'm gonna cut it back. There it is. Cut off all the leaves, so that way it send out new shoots, and then that way there'll be buds, and then I can maybe set one if it allows me to, just one fruit. Okay, so this is a graft. I'm excited to see what it is. So let's work with this branch here. This branch here is big, it's thick, but it's everywhere. It's pointing everywhere, and it's going into my lychee, so I don't want that to happen. So I'm just gonna cut that for now and then decide. So let's go to this side. So this is also a graft too, I think. So this is also a graft. See, I'm gonna cut this. So this is a graft joint right here. This is the unknown variety that was given to me. It's decent, so I'm gonna keep that, but I'm gonna put everything back. Ideally, I think I just want like maybe one fruit here. So keep a couple of the main ones here. So that way buds are gonna come out, and then hopefully I'll get a chance to pollinate one here. I'm just gonna cut that, and then this over here. This over here is really nothing. It's the main tree, so it's getting too much into there, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. There it is, and then too much here. Done. Seems scary, huh? If this is your first time pruning in Atemoya, but trust me, it'll come back. Another branch down here is getting busy. You know what? That used to be a fruit here. This branch gave some good fruits this past season, so I'm gonna keep it and let it thicken up. So it's kind of grow into the tree over here. I'm gonna get rid of the branches here first and see how further back I want to cut it. Maybe that. There it is. Okay, and then this branch down here, you know what, I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay, so hopefully maybe 1 or 2 fruits there, and then a couple here, fill there, a fill there. This is the graft. Maybe I should move it somewhere else, but maybe not later in the season. Not right now. Okay, so here's one kind of hidden in here. I'm just gonna get rid of it. It's not gonna do much in there. Get rid of that. It's kind of coming out here. Maybe cut it back. Hopefully maybe a fruit here. Let's see. Cut this back too. That. Too many branches. Okay, so hopefully maybe one or 2 fruits here. Get rid of that. Okay, so this is too much. It's kind of bending and going to the house. I'm gonna get rid of it completely. Let me see if I'm strong enough to just one hand this. Okay, done. So let's see what's left. So I have some fruits here, so I'm gonna keep some of the branches here to to get this guy to maturity. The fruits are looking very good, so I'm going to keep them. This branch here, maybe just back a little bit. Maybe a fruit there if possible. We'll see. This branch here, no need. Maybe this guy here. You know what? I'm gonna cut it back here. Okay, so maybe one fruit there, and then this guy kind of grow over the top here. I'm gonna get rid of him. And then over here, this is the Lisa. Keeping that. I'm gonna grab it somewhere else, and then what I have left is up top. Let me see how I want to do with this. So cut this back. It's kind of going into the tree. Maybe next season I'll cut this for now, because I'm not sure how I want this tree to grow. Up top here, kind of messy, kind of going into that tree. I don't really want it to go that way. I'm just gonna get rid of that. And then this one is kind of going out. It's making the tree lopsided. So I'm gonna get rid of that. And over here, I'm just gonna cut this back for now. And see, this is going into the tree. I don't want that right now. So some of the smaller branches. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. And then one branch that's going into, I might leave that branch because maybe that branch can help balance out this tree. And then some of the ones that are growing up top here, this guy's kind of going this way. I'm gonna get rid of him. This guy's going the end that way. I'm gonna get rid of them too. Okay, so this guy, maybe I'll let that guy be for now. But over here, I have one beautiful fruit here. I'm gonna leave this branch here to grow it. I'm gonna get rid of the one up top of it. This branch, I have two branches that are kind of going in. This guy here, I'm gonna get rid of. This guy I'm gonna get rid of too. Okay. And then this guy's going in. A lot of these guys here are coming out. You know what? I'm gonna leave it like that, and then I'm gonna get rid of this branch. Okay. Oh. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. This here, I'm just gonna sniff it halfway. Let's see. I don't need the whole thing. Okay. So, one beautiful fruit. Hopefully it's gonna mature beautifully. So here's the tree. So this is a mistake. This needs to be closer or somewhere that's not protruding out into here, because this is my lychees area. But there it is. That's my Gaffner now. The Lisa right there. I think I'm gonna cut this back here, and then this guy too. So I'm gonna cut this and graft here in a few weeks here, once it's a little bit warmer. But hopefully the tree is gonna be nice. I'm gonna let it grow bushy up top. I don't care for the season, and then anyway in here I'll let it grow for this season. Take a note from last season. Hopefully this guy is gonna come back strong. After this, I'm gonna fertilize them after this to give it a good boost for the new season. I do have a few more trees, but one tree I'm gonna get rid of. This guy here, this is my Lindstrom. My plan is to get rid of all the branches in the bottom, because I'm in the process of redoing the pond and everything, so I kind of want to see the pond. But I'm gonna cut this guy after this video because I'm still thinking how to do it, because some of the fruits here are maturing, and then and then some of these here are halfway there, and then these guys down here I want to get rid of. But I'm still thinking. I'm still thinking how I want to do it. But yeah, March, it's time to prune your Atemoyas. looking pretty bare right now, but hopefully it'll be a good season this time around, and hopefully I'll be careful with this guy here and not get him into shock again this upcoming season. All right, guys, as always, if you like the content, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to stay up to date with me and my trees, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a great day.